Today, we're going to take a look at one of these new players, Turkey, and see how they're carving out their own, really ambitious path to the stars. And this quote, wow, it just says it all, doesn't it? This isn't just about building rockets or some kind of national flex. It's framed as a declaration of pure will, a mission to prove that with enough belief, smart engineering, and sheer grit, any nation can aim for space. It really captures the whole spirit of what's happening. And believe me, this isn't just a bunch of fancy words. In just the past few years, Turkey has been all over the headlines with some truly historic achievements, proving they're absolutely a serious contender in the world of space exploration. So what's the secret? How are they making such rapid progress? Well, the answer lies in a very specific, very strategic technology choice, the hybrid rocket. Let's unpack what makes this so special. Okay, so here's the simple version. A hybrid rocket engine takes a solid, stable chunk of fuel, think of it like a giant candle, and then injects a liquid, the oxidizer, to make it burn and create thrust. It's a really clever approach that kind of cherry picks the best features from the two classic types of rockets. This chart right here.
This really gets to the heart of why they made this choice. You've got your solid rockets. They're reliable and pretty cheap, but once you light that fuse, there's no turning back. Then you have liquid rockets, super high performance, you can control them, but they are incredibly complex and cost a fortune. The hybrid, it sits right in that strategic sweet spot. It's safer, it's cheaper, and you still get control. If you're a country building a space program from the ground up, this is a brilliant, brilliant move. Let's just quickly break down these advantages. First off, the solid fuel part is inert, meaning it won't just explode. That makes it way safer to make and handle. The engine design itself is also way simpler than a liquid one, which means less complex plumbing and lower costs. And this is the real kicker. You can throttle it up or down, shut it off completely, and even restart it in space. That's a level of control that solid rockets just can't dream of. But you know, choosing a smart technology is one thing. Actually proving it works is a whole other challenge. And this is where Turkey has been delivering the goods, showing the world that their big bet on a hybrid tech is paying off big time. Just get a load of this timeline from the Turkish company Delta V. In just 4 years, they went from their very first launch to actually firing a hybrid engine in space. And along the way, they broke records, like being the first to pass 100 kilometers with this kind of propellant. The speed of their progress is just staggering. And then came this number, a 2-stage hybrid rocket soaring to an altitude of over 200 kilometers. Now, this wasn't just another test flight. This was one of the highest altitudes ever reached with hybrid rocket technology by anyone, anywhere in the world. A huge milestone. An achievement like this basically validates their entire strategy. It proves that their homegrown technology isn't just functional, it's world-class. It boosts their own capabilities for sure, but it also gives valuable data back to the entire field of hybrid propulsion research. Okay, so having a record-breaking rocket is a massive piece of the puzzle, but it's still only one piece. To really be a space power, you need your own place to launch from. And Turkey's plan for this is both technically savvy and, frankly, a stroke of strategic genius. Let me just ask you this. What's the single most important thing a country needs if it wants to launch its own satellites, its own missions on its own terms? Exactly. It's all about independent access. You can't be at the mercy of other countries' launch schedules and facilities if you want to control your own destiny in space. And this is precisely why Turkey is planning to build a spaceport in Somalia. So why Somalia? Well, it's all about location, location, location. Launching a rocket near the equator is like getting a free slingshot from the planet itself. Seriously, the Earth spins fastest there, giving your rocket a natural boost. That means you need less fuel to get to orbit, which in turn means you can launch heavier things more efficiently. Plus, you've got the huge Indian Ocean as a safe drop zone for spent rocket stages. It is a massive geographical win. But for Somalia, this is about so much more than just the tech or the money. As their president, Hassan Sheikh Mohammed, put it, the prestige and the opportunity that come with this are just immeasurable. It's a chance to completely reshape the country's image on the world stage, from a place of conflict to a hub for high-tech cooperation. And this right here is the diplomatic masterstroke. For years, Turkey has built really strong relationships across Africa through aid and development projects. This spaceport takes that relationship to a whole new level, a true strategic partnership.
It's a genuine win-win, shifting the dynamic from one of aid to one of mutual investment in the future.
So you've got the proven technology, you've got a strategic launch site in the pipeline. What's the grand vision? Where does all of this lead? Well, Turkey's laid out a very clear 10-year national space program, and the goals are nothing short of breathtaking. We're talking about landing a probe on the moon, creating their own satellite brand to compete on the world market, and even sending Turkish astronauts on science missions. The spaceport isn't just a project, it's the critical key to unlocking all of these ambitions. And a diagram like this is a good reminder that none of this is simple. Every single one of those goals depends on mastering unbelievable technical complexity. We're talking thousands of parts, from the massive propulsion systems down to the tiniest seal, all having to work together in perfect harmony. When you step back and look at the big picture, Turkey's story is part of a much larger global trend. You could call it the democratization of space. Reaching for the stars is no longer the exclusive club it once was. Through clever technology bets and smart partnerships, new nations are joining the race and carving their own path. And that leaves us with a really fascinating question, doesn't it? As this new era of space exploration unfolds, with more countries and more companies at the table, it's not so clear anymore who the big players will be. The next great chapter of humanity's journey into space is truly up for grabs.